This week, we discuss taboos in comedy.
Bob obsesses over the differences between Carnegie Hall and Madison Square Garden.
And we found out what made Mateo Lane say this.
Porn stars to dance with crochet jock straps, and I guess that's supposed to, cure AIDS.
And we are rolling.
Oh my goodness.
It is episode.
That's weird. Echo.
It is episode 6 of Sibling Rivalry.
It's episode 6?
Yes, girl.
I can't believe I've been able to tolerate you for this long.
But I've been tolerating you for way longer than 6 episodes. Bitch. the mess we have to put up with you. And also, we need to be on our best behavior because we have company today.
We do have company.
Best behavior. Calm down.
Also, you should look at this camera, not that one.
Oh, sorry. I keep looking down. I'm like, it's Bob, but Bob's there.
Oh, and you guys, fuck, you guys.
Oh yeah, which side are you gonna be on?
I don't know. My forehead's really shiny.
Wait, okay, wait.
It's recording.
Wait, before we continue, I have a question. Are you guys getting the extreme reverb?
Yeah, yes. I am, but we'll make it work. Just don't let the listeners know. Oh my god, you're so unprofessional.
Who's unprofessional?
You.
How am I unprofessional?
You don't mention the reverb. Just work through it.
No, we're gonna start back over. All right, it is episode 6 of Sibling Rivalry.
Episode 6 para our Washington Heights listeners.
Special guest, Ariana Grande.
Oh, girl, not in Ariana Grande's wildest could she do that, girl.
I know. Well, also, you guys know Mateo is a huge Ariana Grande fan.
Yes, I love singers with the diction of a fog machine.
Mateo, Ariana listens to this podcast.
I don't care. She's talented. She's really good. I listened to her in Hairspray while I was working out the other day.
Oh my god! Have you ever listened to her Disney? Her doing the Disney Hercules song. Bless my soul,
Hercules on a roll.
That is the gayest. That is literally the gayest way to work out while listening to Ariana Grande.
I also listened to the Roger Hammerstein's Cinderella today.
It's such a good recording.
Oh, Whitney
so
Houston and Brandy, impossible. Impossible.
No, my favorite is Whitney. She was like, you watched the video and she was like, Impa, girl, why are you down there?
Girl, why are you down there?
She's sweating and upset. Brandy's nervous for everything.
I would say that production too. They had Black Whoopi Goldberg as a mother. They had a white dad, that dude from the show. They had an Asian prince.
You mean Jason Alexander from Seinfeld?
Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
I don't know him from there. I know him from the Titanic. He was the captain or something like
Jason
that.
Alexander was not in the
Alexander?
Titanic.
Yes, he is in the
movie
Titanic. Yes, he was.
No, he was not. If anything, he would be mistaken for Kathy Bates. He was not in Titanic.
The unsinkable Jason Alexander.
And the very sinkable Molly Brown.
Okay, he is in the Titanic. I cannot wait to make both of y'all eat those words. Just like y'all thought I was crazy about the English American.
Monet was
accent.
right one time about. By the way, I want to reiterate. I don't think that what we are speaking is the original British accent. I think that the original British accent is gone. It doesn't even exist anymore because in America itself there are already like 12 different accents. You have the Southern accent, the Boston accent, the New York accent, the Long Island accent, a Texas accent, a California accent. So you tell me that.
Bob, oh my god, you are just so salty. There have literally been 18 articles about Monet Exchange from RuPaul's Drag Race was right. Jesus himself can put an 11th fucking commandment saying I was right, and you will not give me my justice.
So are you telling me that Nene Leakes speaks the Queen's English? That is what my problem is with your argument, Monet.
Bob, I said after that episode, I sent Monet a picture of like the old Queen Elizabeth with like all this stuff, and I just had it underneath. Hey y'all!
All right, but Bob, you have to accept that I'm correct. I understand this war that you have with my correctness. It really baffles me.
We haven't even introduced our guest yet. Can you guys please welcome to the...
They don't give a shit.
No.
We'd rather talk about how Britney Spears speaks the Queen's English.
We're
Blackout, the album, is more similar to the 14th century way of English speaking than today.
gonna welcome to the podcast comedian and rising
Actor.
gay celebrity, and even when he hates doing it, actor Mateo Lane.
Yeah, welcome Mateo Lane.
Thank you.
Or
Hello.
Potato Man, as I like to call him.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. There's so much reverb. I kind of half heard you, so I just agreed. So it sounds like I'm really following the conversation.
So I am Bob. Okay, I am recording today from Berkeley, California, and y'all are in the Bronx.
You're actually recording in the oatmeal factory of Berkeley, California.
That's all
Bob-
you fucking eat, girl.
Bob says he's doing Angels in America. He's actually working for Quaker Oats, and he's test tasting different types of oats.
Well, Mateo makes
Peanut
fun of
butter
me
and
because I
chocolate,
make
anyone?
oatmeal almost every day, and Mateo makes fun of me, but I make really good oatmeal.
No, I mean, I don't deny it, but also every time I call Bob, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just making oatmeal. I'm like, I don't know if we're meant to eat that much oatmeal.
Okay, and you say you make a really good oatmeal. You're not making a fucking souffle, bitch. It
Well,
is
you haven't had my oatmeal.
It goes in the microwave
You haven't
with
had my
water or
oatmeal.
milk.
Patty's had my oatmeal. It's lit
I make
oatmeal.
oatmeal too. It is not like you're not making a goddamn. You're not making a French cuisine.
I've
I
never had
also-
Bob's oatmeal, but if I did have Bob's oatmeal, Bob would want all of my yogurt first.
Probably. I also make savory oatmeals.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
It's an
He
oatmeal.
said he was gonna make pies for Thanksgiving.
No, I think
This is Bob. This is Bob 101. Bob will cook or bake for you if it's out of revenge, if he's being vindictive. I asked Bob to come over to my house the day before Thanksgiving to help me make a pie, and Bob said, I was like, I can make a pie. And we said, when are you gonna make a pie? Tomorrow morning, I'll make a pie. We said, you're not gonna make a pie. Bob goes, you don't think I can make a pie?
Did you guys deny
No,
me?
absolutely not. And then Bob goes, there will be a fleet of pies waiting for you tomorrow. I have to get home early. I have pies to make.
I will bake out of vengeance and spite. Yes, I will. Oh, also, Jake, you bring
Not
up-
out of love for his friends.
The pickles?
Out of vengeance.
Today we made Kool-Aid pickles.
You told me this, and it sounds disgusting.
Ew.
First of all, I don't like pickles to begin with, but I
I
like
don't like
Kool-Aid.
pickles either.
Oh,
And if they
pickles are
even
gross.
touch your French fries, the fries are ruined.
It ruins everything.
And you could say no pickles, and if you say no pickles, there will be 7 pickles.
Oh god,
on your
they'll
plate.
double it.
So these are the
Bob,
these,
what is that? Ew. Ew.
I am so grossed out.
It's oatmeal. No. It's
Which for you, that's
Kool-Aid
not a
pickles.
stretch, girl.
So I have two. We did 3 flavors. One more. This is tropical punch pickles. This is grape pickles, and this is pink lemonade pickles.
Have you lost your mind?
That is so disgusting.
Have you lost your mind? Bob went from a world famous drag queen to pickling fruit. What are you doing?
I know. Also, you have fully divulged and are participating in white people behavior. That's what the white people
Kool-Aid
prefer.
pickles is a black
Bob's been in
Southern
Berkeley,
thing.
California. No, you've been in Berkeley, California for 3 weeks. You're pickling anything you can find. You've pickled your shoes. You've pickled your wigs. You've pickled your hats. You've pickled everything. Jacob, look out! You're about to be pickled. And then number 2, you call them, I'm making oats. Oh, what kind of oats? No, I'm growing them from the seeds. I'm watering them, and then I make the oats. I live in Berkeley. I shouldn't even be on this phone. I'm going to talk to you with a string and a cup.
It is ridiculous.
I just want to let you guys know that pickling is a black Southern thing. Neither of you are black Southerners. Monet lived in Atlanta for 2 months, and she swore her and T.I. are best friends, which is absolutely not the case, Miss Thing. But anyway, we are going way off topic. Today we're supposed to be talking about taboos in performance and in comedy. And about
Also, we should let the viewers know that we're streaming all live from the Bronx, New York City. So we are, 3 time zones away, but we're making this happen, Bob.
yeah, it is 5:42 where I am. What time is it where you are?
What time is it over here?
It's
8:42.
2 in the morning.
This doesn't even line up. 5:42 and it's about 2 o'clock. The hours aren't even lined up anymore. The Bronx
Around
is on
6
its
p.m.
own
LA
time
time,
zone.
the hours keep stretching. So like, I should call Mateo. It's 4 a.m., but it's 3 p.m. here.
Wait. So why did you want Mateo here again? I don't even know. I'm just happy he's here. I don't really know what we're talking
Well,
about.
because Mateo has strong opinions about taboos in comedy, and also, like for example, I'll start with the biggest one for the past year, which is Kathy Griffin and her the Trump head.
Oh
Trump
yeah, it's a
head.
Trump head.
Covered in fucking ketchup.
Which I did a very poignant spin on that. I had a head of cabbage with ranch dressing on it, and you hated it. You said, "Monet, this is stupid."
But it was not funny.
That never saw you before, bitch.
And I will laugh at anything. So I'm saying.
Bob laughs at his own jokes more than anyone.
Oh, I need respiratory help when I laugh at my own. When I tell a joke, I need medical assistance and soon because I am that funny. So this was my take on the whole Kathy Griffin thing. I said that when you do something like that, if you tell a joke that you think is okay, first of all, I think the rule of comedy is this: anything can be funny. Anything is fine as long as it's funny. If it's not funny, then it becomes offensive.
Do you know what's not funny? Pickling your shoe.
Listen, when you come to Berkeley, you're gonna try the pickles. You're gonna be obsessed.
Oh, you're gonna hand me a potato sack, say this is your new outfit, we sleep in a tree.
And the pickle is like purple. The whole pickle is purple.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
That's more offensive than what Kathy Griffin did.
I had to say, I don't know. You're a lot. I mean, you're saying so as long as something is funny, it's okay. I think that shit that's not jokes that aren't funny. If that's your fucking opinion and your point of view, then it's still okay.
Well,
Joking is not funny doesn't mean it's not okay.
I definitely think people are having a difficult time deciphering the difference between what are jokes, well-written jokes, suspending yourself from reality, and what's actually offensive. So I think now because a lot of comedians are getting on stage and they're saying things that are very agreeable, people are starting to
because everyone is raging against the machine.
Of course,
Right.
yeah. So it's now like jokes and what is offensive and what isn't offensive, they're starting to blur. I mean, yeah, if it's funny, but also, Bob, like, outside of Kathy Griffin and The Head, I mean, if there's jokes that are anti-gay or anti-black, would you be like, oh, but they're still funny, or would you say...
I've heard some really funny anti-gay and anti-black jokes, some really funny ones, and it makes me fucking
Like
laugh.
what? Give me.
That's only because they're from Bob.
No, that's
Give me
not-
one example.
Okay.
Well, I know that you love fucking Lisa Lampanelli. I know you're gonna say.
I do think that I wasn't gonna say Lisa Lampanelli, but I do think that Lisa Lampanelli is funny. And have you've never heard a gay joke or a black joke that you found funny, Monet? Are you about to sit on this goddamn green screen and tell all these people that you have never laughed at a black or a gay joke? Go ahead and fix your
First of all, I
lips.
don't know what green screen you're talking about. We're in a field of lilies, bitch. That's where we're recording from. There's not no green screen.
Go ahead and fix your lying lips.
This is the only lily that has a wrinkle on it.
And also, I was just saying for you to give us an example. You are literally attacking me. I'm just asking for one of your examples.
Yes, listen, I've learned from the Vixen. Yes, I am attacking you. Yes, I want to fight you.
Yeah.
Who want to fight me next?
You people at home can't see it, but Bob has hired snipers, and any time Monet I step out of line, you'll see a red dot on our
Girl,
forehead.
hello.
And when Mateo said you people, yes, he meant the black listeners. He was talking about every single black listener of the podcast.
Listen, I got booed at an AIDS event in Chicago, which Bob saw me yell at the booker of that show months later.
Wait,
But,
why did you get booed? Why?
I got booed because so what happened is there was it was a show where they hired porn stars to dance with crochet jock straps, and I guess that's supposed to, cure AIDS. So then I went up as the comedy. So they did a couple mistakes. One, they brought sex out first. And you know what that's like at a show. You can't have sex, then comedy. And number two, they had for a 10-minute opener, they had a 20-minute intermission after that for me to come up after they're drunk and horny. So I get up on stage, and they all screamed at me to take off your clothes, put on a jock strap. And I said, you people, referring to my own people, the gays, which is never a good sign.
And you wasn't talking to any of the black ones that time. That was
But I said, you'll support Weekend at Bernie's in Vegas, known as Britney Spears, but not your own people. And then they all booed me. And then I got off stage, and the strippers looked at me like I made the wrong choice in life.
Mateo!
Yeah, well, I let them have it. And Bob Bob and I were in Chicago together, and Bob and I ran. This guy came up to me, and he was like, "Oh my God, Mateo, how are you?" And I was like, "I don't know who you are." And he goes, "Oh, you did my show with the crochet jock straps." And then I just, Bob watched me just go from 0 to 60.
Like he turned into like a Super Saiyan. He full on blonde head of hair. He's like, like raging. I was like, girl, we gotta go, girl, we gotta go.
So the gays were offensive that you were referring to them as gays.
No, the gays were
just
mad
weird
because
you
they
say
made fun of
you
Britney
people.
Spears.
Yeah, they got mad. I called Britney Spears Weekend at Bernie's.
Well, let me say right now, there's a couple
I
of
might
things
have
you
called
can't do,
Christina
Mateo.
Edmonds.
As a drag queen on stage in Chelsea, I've learned in life that one time, I mean, the crowd didn't turn me a whole lot, but one time they turned on me. I just said out loud, and once I say it now, our listeners are going to drop. I said, you know, I just don't really like Janet Jackson. I said, I just don't get it. I'm just not into Janet Jackson.
Are you being serious? You really don't like Janet Jackson?
Okay, first of all, like,
She also does. Well, she does laugh in every song, so she'll be like, "Oh, for you, you're always doing that." Who are you? Like Janet Jackson has never said, "I love her. I've seen her live." She has not said or heard a funny thing in her life. She's never laughed once in her life. She's too serious.
But she chuckles
None
and
of the
giggles,
Jacksons have laughed.
Chuckles and giggles at every album. And I just don't, I mean, she's a great dancer, but I just don't think she's a good singer.
Yes.
I don't really like her music that much. I like this move. That was fun. And I'm not, like, I just don't. But I also can't believe I'm saying that because Janet Jackson did say purse first in her last concert. I'm not making that up.
Did she really?
Yes, Janet Jackson.
Okay, first of all,
first.
First of all, that doesn't mean it was a direct correlation to you, honey. So
Okay,
I need you to calm down. All
first
right?
of all, whenever someone says purse first, it comes from, I am the source from which purses flow first, okay?
At my concert, when I saw her in Brooklyn, she didn't say purse first. She said, "Bob the drag queen," and then kept dancing.
So from this point on, anytime a celebrity is holding a sponge, it's because of me.
No,
And take it and run with it.
no. When I say if someone's saying purse first, purse first came from me. You have to just acknowledge that I put purse first into our lexicon.
No.
Who did that, Monet? Bitch, where? Bitch, where?
Janet Jackson, and she's still singing about it.
No, what happened was Janet Jackson's dancer came out and he held his hand out in front of him and she goes, purse first.
Well, do you remember in 1987 her music video? Purse first. You're always doing that.
But anyway,
You didn't realize she was saying purse first because she was laughing through the whole song.
but I said on
She won a
stage,
Grammy for laughing.
speaking of taboos, was my biggest taboo. Saying on stage, I'm just not really into Janet Jackson. Bitch, they turned on me. Like I was like actively arguing with I felt like Mateo Lane at an AIDS event. I was like, wait, guys, listen to me. Wait, no, hold on.
I'm trying to think of anything. I mean, I do think that it's weird. Not weird, but like this is the only time I'm going to agree with you on this topic. Is that when I hear a white comedian make a black joke, it needs to be really funny, or else I'm like, it's just.
It's the same when a straight person's making a gay joke. Just it has to be, one, not heard before, two, a perspective that's different, three, original, four, it has to be intelligent, they have to know what they're talking about, it shouldn't come from ignorance. I was talking to this comic and he said to me, "Mateo, can I run a joke by you?" And I was like, "Sure." Keep in mind, I perform for 99% straight people and I'm surrounded by 99% straight comics, so I'm constantly like the gay police. So he says this thing to me, he goes, "I want to write a joke." He's like a 45-year-old straight white man. He goes, "I want to write a joke about how if I was a woman, I'd be so ugly that I'd have to be a lesbian." And I go,
Oh my God.
I was like, I don't think, I mean, it's my head almost like, you know.
I mean, honestly, that sounds like it could be funny if it was very smart and he made it like a really intricate joke.
He couldn't spell mom backwards.
Well, also, that's
coming
because of
from
your
an
long
intelligent place.
history and your hatred of lesbians. I'm just kidding. My name is not hate lesbians. The listeners.
As a lesbian, I would like to say, on exchange, we don't like you.
No, yeah, but then again, if a white comic makes a black joke or a straight comic makes a gay joke, just because it's not funny doesn't make it taboo. See what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think the two have to do anything with each other.
I think nowadays, like, people should be speaking from a place of intelligence and not, like Ms. Cracker on my podcast said, just like anytime someone's making a trans joke, it's just with straight people, they're just so the material they're using, it's so threadbare, like it's so overused because
it's true, exactly. It's like, how many times can I hear a joke about how Asian guys have little dicks? It's not funny. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I will say, but
and so now they're entering into our world because they have nothing better to talk about. And it's like, stay in your lane and let us do this.
But I have heard funny black jokes, funny gay jokes. And when I hear a good one, I'm like, let me tell you, laughter is involuntary. You don't, unless you're Janet Jackson, you don't have to force it out. You know what I mean?
I can't believe you don't like Janet Jackson.
I just don't.
The thing is, like, I love Britney, even though come on, what is she? Come on, gays, come on. But I've seen her multiple times. But Janet, I actually love. I love Janet Jackson.
I just don't
Patty's
think
over there. Wait, Patty's over here giving Mateo all the side eye. You can't even see it.
Why? Because he loves.
To be fair, Patty's natural disposition is side.
Wait, is Patty team
when
Britney
Patty
or team
sleeps,
Janet?
she sleeps like this.
What?
Is Patty team Britney or is Patty team Janet?
Patty, are you Britney or
you'd be team Britney? But that's generational. Like that was.
No, I saw Janet Jackson live in concert.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Just
Patty snapping! Patty snapping!
You were born earlier.
Patty snapping!
No, yeah, I mean, but also maybe it is because I listened to more Britney Spears growing up than I listened to Janet Jackson. But I also really like I also do like really aggressive music.
Bob, are we just gonna go over that Britney Spears impression, or are you gonna come back and talk about it? How dare you?
You did a good job, Mateo.
Okay. Well, there will be a fleet of impressions waiting for you. That's one that you and I have. I got Christina. I got Mariah on deck.
I have one impression. I have two. I have an impression of Carol Channing, and I have an impression of Mateo impersonating Wendy Williams.
I do a great Wendy Williams.
Oh, it's amazing.
All right, should I do my Wendy first, and then you do your Wendy?
Yeah, you'll do your Wendy first.
All right, this is classic Wendy Williams does this. She's like great now, by the way. She went away for 3 weeks and came back.
Oh, is she back? I watched one, it was still weird.
No, watch now, she's back. Okay, so Wendy will do this. There'll be a picture of Brad and Angelina behind her. And then she'll start by talking to them and quickly move into her own life. So she'll be like, okay, so we're going to talk about Brad and Angelina today. Now, first of all, she said that they came over. Do you know when people come over to your home? Suzanne? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's so good.
That's Wendy. So now Bob does Wendy.
So I would go, honestly, I said, if Kim Kardashian, if this wedding lasts more than 5 months, I told them, I said, I need crap. Here I am. I'm a woman. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm a woman. Baby crap. Oh, yes.
Okay, your voice is getting higher and higher.
And then I
it's
float
like
away.
A parent that's lost control. This parent is only learning how to say, oh, yes. And so the parent's like, oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Like, put that blanket over that parent's cage.
What is that in your hand?
Is
that a weapon?
They're tweezers.
Oh.
Yeah.
For?
Well, I was using them earlier
to pry the pickles out of the jar.
Exactly. Y'all, right now, y'all are making fun of my pickles. When the day comes and you get to Berkeley, California, you're going to eat that pickle. You're going to live your dreams.
Neither one of us likes pickles.
I don't like pickles, like, to begin with. I think pickles are fucking disgusting.
So you're adding fruit juice to it. No, thank you.
And also artificial fruit juice, bitch.
Yeah, okay, I'm not over here acting like it's the healthiest choice in the world. I want Kool-Aid pickles. They're called Kool-Lickles.
Bob, no one was discussing health in this. We were purely discussing how gross it is.
How ridiculous.
No one was like, Bob, that's not healthy for you. You've got health covered. You're eating your oats. It's disgusting.
All right. Well,
pickled. Ugh.
When you get here, you will try it and you will change your mind.
I've pickled this peanut butter. Would you like some?
You're gonna have that too when you get here. But that's how I feel. I think the reason why Kathy Griffin got in so much trouble because when she did her thing was because she fell back. She didn't she was like, what I did was wrong. And I'm gonna say this. First of all, I personally too think that obviously I would not condone, beheading the president. That would be way too slow and painful. He deserves something way worse than that.
Girl, don't have the NSA up in our shit.
Bitch.
That was Bob the drag queen in Berkeley,
Bob the drag
California.
queen.
Monet
Mateo
Exchange did not
Lane
say
said
that.
nothing.
Also, the fans
God.
the listeners are saying that they cannot tell our voices apart, Monet.
I don't think that we sound alike. People swear that we sound like people think that we sound. I'm like, I don't think so at all. I
People
sound
say that
way more
all
intelligent.
the time. I don't agree. People
I
are like,
mean-
oh my god, sometimes Monet and Bob sound just
Oh,
alike.
I sound way smarter than her.
Okay, first of all, Monet has a twang of a Jamaican accent. That's
No, I
No,
don't.
he doesn't.
Thank you.
Monet-
No, he doesn't.
You literally make these things up in your head.
Monet
and you do it
has
for so
a
long, you
Caribbean
convince yourself
accent.
of it.
One time,
Do an impression of what you think Monet sounds like.
call me now. No, one time we were at Boots and Saddle. I'm not kidding.
Oh
around with
my!
this.
It was one drunk guy. in
Monet was
downtown.
standing
You let it
on
go. Listen to
stage, 1,000% untucked. Balls on the one side, dick on the other side. Okay, and Monet was talking, and this guy leaned over and said, "I like that one." I said, "Yeah, that's my friend. She's really talented." And he goes, "You talking about the Jamaican one, right?" And I said, "Yes, the Jamaican one."
I want to point out this untucked moment. That was like 6 years ago when I first started like drag. So don't.
Wait, were you talking in a Jamaican accent?
I was not. Bob is making that up.
No, the guy
said that.
100% said the Jamaican one.
Also, we're at Boots and Saddle, girl. Who knows what level of drugs this person was on, or like that girl.
Booze and
please.
sadness. Also, Monet's trying to tell me that Yuha has an accent, which I don't think Yuha has an accent.
Yuha, the Asian girl from Drag Race.
Yuha does not have a Chinese.
Yeah, she has an accent. She has a little. She does have an accent.
You think Yuha has a Chinese
Barely
accent?
string a sentence together.
She could-
Yuha has lived in America since she was 6 years old.
So, Bob, let me get this straight, Bob. You hear accents on people who don't have them, but people who do have them, you hear nothing.
Okay.
Yuha was on our podcast. Did you not listen to our podcast last week?
I-
Oh my God, Bob! I
edited the podcast. Well, I would say this: Kim has an accent. Cynthia
Kim
Lee
has a
Fontaine
list.
has an
Kim
accent.
does not have an accent.
Kim Chi has a Korean accent.
She does have a Korean accent, but if you hear Kim's accent, you don't hear Yuha's accent, something is fucking wrong with you.
And Monet, and you have an accent.
No,
sometimes-
Monet doesn't hear
Honestly,
an
one time Monet called me.
I have a Chicago accent.
I'm not kidding. One time Monet called me, I thought it was Rihanna. I'm not even kidding around. Like Monet has an accent.
Also, you don't think that you have an accent when Bob gets on the phone with his mother, you are fucking Paula Dean,
south.
bitch.
No, bitch,
So
when I was with my
Southern.
mother, I am speaking the Queen's English. Hello, mother. Hello. I'm mother.
Speak. Yes, this is the original way. I can't tell if I'm doing English or Julia Childs, but I'm doing something.
Also, what do you think about people calling you Bob the drag queen and they call me SpongeBob the drag queen? It's I think it's
That's hilarious. I was in.
like people think
I was performing
That's
at
good.
Oasis in San Francisco, and I was on stage. I'm collecting all of my tips. I'm grabbing tips. I reached down in my hand. I pulled back a sponge. Someone came to the show and tipped me in a sponge. Yeah. I dabbed myself.
It was Monet.
I dabbed myself. and I gave the sponge back.
did you use it?
Of course I use. It's a very absorbent. I gotta say Monet.
Oh, girl, let me tell you something. And see, now y'all know why I used it on set, girl. I was like, last night I was in Austin, and I literally got tipped in about 8 or 9 sponges. But they get so creative, they like cut it in weird ways and stuff money in it. So I got that sponge, girl. It had like literally like $80 in it. I was
Word.
like, what?
Also, I want to say this too, and we've asked all of our guests, and we're going to keep asking all of our guests throughout the entire during Drag Race. Mateo, be objective. Do not be afraid of Monet's strength and intimidation.
Oh, no.
Was the sponge dress ugly or not?
Completely honest, Mateo. No holds barred. I want your honest to God truth.
Wait,
Let me get Bob's face right
can
now.
we bring
Before I
up-
answer, 'cause- well, my answer is no. I liked his sponge dress. But before you say that, you look at Bob.
because she's a fucking hater.
I liked your sponge.
Thank you. She like
bring up
that
a
damn
reference of the sponge
go
dress.
with the window curtain
Because it was
thing.
creative. It was
Thank
thinking
you.
outside the box. Did it go under your feet so you were washing? Like,
Yes,
as you were
I was cleaning the
See,
thing. It was a
and he had
concept.
the sun.
Mitch,
and
bring
he
up
had
an image of the sponge dress. I think Mateo is confusing it for one of the other girls'
I'm drawing
outfits.
you in your sponge dress. I'm doing a fashion illustration of Monet in his sponge dress.
Oh, so just so the listeners know, Mateo's actually an amazing illustrator, and he is the
Oh my
illustrator
god,
behind.
literally one of the best in the business.
Yes, and he's the
Oh,
illustrator
Bob,
behind
what
Kick-Ass
do I
Drag Queen.
illustrate, Bob?
Mateo is the illustrator behind our Instagram comic, Kick-Ass Drag Queen. So please go follow Kick-Ass Drag Queen on Instagram. Ding.
Bob,
And follow
you
me
are
on
always-
Instagram. I need a follower.
He is always promoting his fucking stuff on here, and he never lets me promote my own stuff. It's a gag.
I do not stop
I don't
you from
care. I don't
promoting
mind.
yourself.
Honestly, I don't mind, babe. I don't mind. I'm just saying.
One of the differences is I'm not asking permission from you to promote. I just say what I want to promote. Promote your own shit.
Well, this is ours. You need to ask fucking permission, bitch.
I'm not asking you if I can promote our podcast. Promote your podcast, girl, or
I
promote
want
whatever you
everybody to
want.
know it's very hot in here.
Oh, because we can't put the fan on because it makes too much sound, Bob says.
It does. Yeah.
Can we promote my podcast?
Oh, yes.
Which
Which
Bob
I just
listens
did.
to and Monet just did.
I just did it. It was really fun. Okay, Emma.
Yeah.
She is hysterical.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like obsessed with her.
She's the
She's
funniest. We have to have Emma on our podcast. She is so.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
would love to have her.
And her crazy
She's-
stories about her. And I mean, what is Emma gonna do now that Craigslist is down? Is Emma okay?
That what?
She met a supermodel on Craigslist that was over 400 pounds, and they had a date in a 7-Eleven.
No.
Yes, they did.
That is
Also,
not
she
real.
hooks up from Craigslist, but now there's no Craigslist. So now what's she gonna do?
You know, I occasionally use Craigslist from time to time too.
Not no more. You
used
don't.
Craigslist
Unless
twice.
you don't do it anymore,
Twice.
unless you're posting it under free stuff on the street, because you cannot post on Craigslist anymore.
But wait,
You
when
know it's
did
good, like
this
people are gonna
happen?
hook up in Home and Gardens.
Wait,
need a hose.
when did this happen?
Craigslist
Like a week ago.
about maybe 2 weeks ago. Craigslist took down the personals. Money
Why?
is
Who
fucked
said-
up.
what
Money mad as hell.
Oh, I am, girl.
But it-
How else am I gonna get my fucking rough trade, girl?
You're gonna have to go.
Is that you're specifically looking for rough trade?
Oh, you don't go on Craigslist because you want a man you can find.
Oh, no, you
at-
don't- no.
at-
You're not.
You're never gonna find anyone on Craigslist with the Queen's English.
Oh, I
Exactly.
don't want, on Craigslist, you go and you find a man that might kill and rape you in your home.
Or has just been killed. So you gotta make sure. you can
Anytime I
find
hook up with someone from Craigslist, I have a hammer next to my bed, and I have.
Oh
and I have,
my
I have
God.
my
What
sharp.
has happened to us that remember when there was a day when we were afraid of letting strangers into our homes?
Oh no, girl!
And now it's like it's 4 a.m. Better call a stranger.
Oh, girl, I put a hammer next to my bed, and I take one of my sharp, like Jack LaLanne knife things, and I put it in my bedside table just
And
in
if they
case.
come with a gun, then they just leave with a really great hammer.
You're not gonna have a gun. Don't get crazy.
Well, also, Monet made fun of me. Monet made fun of me today, or Monet was like scolding me or judged me today because I hooked up with someone whose name I didn't know. I told her I was trying to walk around my bedroom. There's like lube on the floor. My feet are so slippery. I was like, it is so slippery. There's lube on the floor. And then Monet was like, from who? I said, somebody. And she goes, what do you mean somebody? I said, I don't know his name. And Monet was like, Bob.
I wasn't making you feel. You just always struck me as someone who's more responsible than that. Like you always like.
Have you read his Grindr profile? Are you kidding me? It is the most cold. It should be a picture of ice. It is so cold and
Really?
mean and scary.
Oh,
like,
girl, when I go hook up with guys, I told Bob a story about when I went to hook up with a guy in the Bronx at a co-op building, and I got in my car and I get in the elevator, and it looks like one of those like apartment buildings, like a scary movie, like the light is
Right.
like flickering, like and I get in the elevator, and I get on the elevator, and there's two of them by the door, and I was like, I feel uncomfortable. So I was like, I had to run back to my car, and I told Bob the story. And he's like, Monet, you cannot, but you hook up with motherfuckers.
Monet,
You don't even know their
I
name.
hooked up with a lot of people whose names I don't know. Meanwhile, you were hooking up in District 12 of the fucking Hunger Games in the bunker. That is different, Monet, okay?
At least I knew his name.
Hey, and you didn't end up with Luke
yeah,
before.
but it was alien, and the human tongue can't pronounce it. Was it
Do
District
you-
12 with the aliens that shot people?
Have you ever had any crazy hookup stories with people you didn't?
I'm so bored. I'm like, I am the Terry Schiavo hookups. I just
I don't know
stay
what that
in my.
is.
She was. Don't Google it. I'll look.
Terry Schiavo was a woman who ended up in a vegetable state for a long time. There was a whole thing whether or not they should let her die, and they pulled the plug, and she slowly starved to death over the course of about a month. That's who Terry Schiavo is.
As we're talking about
maybe-
taboo jokes.
Maybe I'm more Temple Grandin. I just sort of sit in my squeeze box and call it a
But
night.
we were in Chicago dancing
no,
around,
I mean,
and
now
Mateo
that-
was making
now
out with a
that
guy who
seriously-
looked just like Aladdin the whole time, all night long. Mateo
What?
was making out with this guy in Chicago, and you and I went to where the fuck did we go? Where we went to that what's that?
He wasn't dressed like Aladdin. You called it something very different.
I can't remember. It was really funny at the time. I can't remember what it looked like. But
It was a movie about a boat.
But what did I say? What was it?
It was a movie about a boat.
Tell me, I don't remember.
and-
Oh, no. Okay, there's two things. You made out with the guy who looks like Aladdin. That was him. But then Mateo also, for those of you who don't know, Mateo has a thing for chocolate men. So there's Monet, this black, but I looked light skinned. I looked like Naomi Smalls next to this man. He was, this man's, it was, girl, he was mailbox black, okay?
He's like the most beautiful.
Oh, he's
Sure.
gorgeous.
Oh yeah, the guy who looked like Aladdin.
And
Yeah,
he's-
he was really nice.
And he's got a body that wouldn't quit, and he walks up wearing no shirt, a necklace that has chains that go down like this. And I was like, this is the motherfucker from Amistad. It was full on.
Give us free.
Girl, give us free.
He's so nice.
He was-
really handsome.
He was full on the guy from Amistad.
Yeah, I said that.
Did you guys hear what I just said?
Really?
Yeah.
All I've heard is nightmares from
Oh
comics.
yes.
Like, I went on.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh
Did you
yes.
guys hear what I just said?
So you can come after me all I don't go on my Instagram.
But can you guys hear
That's
me?
what she said one time.
Yeah, you're great.
You're great.
Can you guys see me or not?
Yeah,
there you
I
are.
see you.
All right, perfect. How do I get rid of this?
What
thing? I don't
What were you saying?
I was saying I need to. Hold on. Let me just get this together. All right, we're good. All right. Well, are we in the clear?
Yeah.
All right. I was saying I need to redact a statement that I made.
Oh, yeah, 'cause it came for you. What
Two
did you
episodes
say?
ago. I was wrong. What I said was Alyssa Edwards has only won one challenge. She has won 3 challenges over the course of her drag race career.
Oh.
Were you
I
implying
was-
this in her season, or that you forgot about All Stars?
I said over the course of 2 seasons, she's only won 1 challenge, and I was
Okay.
wrong. She has won 3 challenges.
Work.
So there you have it.
I'm glad that you're admitting you're wrong. That's fierce.
Okay,
I
speaking of challenge.
literally always say when I'm wrong. Like almost every time. When
Bob, our producer, Mitch Farina, is talking to us.
So speaking of challenge, before I go, it's called the I Know the Lyrics Challenge.
Okay.
Call me mother, and we're gonna see who gets the furthest.
Oh, I won't be
Okay.
able to do any of them.
You don't.
Oh, I will.
No.
I will know.
I
all.
listen
Money
to
doesn't know
fucking
all the words.
Maria
Call me
Callas.
mother.
I know all the words to that.
In fact, I can guess where you're gonna not know the words.
I know every single word, bitch.
It's not-
I'll go
I
first.
just
You ready?
admit myself out. I'm gonna be singing Una Voce Poco Fa.
Well, you just watch us, Mateo.
Alright, I'm watching.
How do your feet look so cute? Okay, am I going first?
Yeah.
Guess who's back in the house? Heels click clack in the bow. Fine first feminine, style to 11 on divine, so heavenly. Gentlemen sweating this down across the board, no doubt. Body like wow, pussy about to end this drought. Titty so plentiful, fishy queen Jezebel shouldn't be criminal. Don't make sense for a bitch to be this endowed. Rocking to the sound, what does that sound? Watch me drop into the ground. Wait for the 4, drop to the floor, add up the 10s to get the score. I've been that bitch, yes, I love that drama. Fishy feminine up and comer. From the Clintons to the Obamas, I keep it tight. Now they call me mother. J.D. Queen, bitch, I love that drama. Fishy feminine up and comer. From the Clintons to the Obamas, I keep it tight. Now they call me mother. I do all that too?
Alright, I'll go. You ready? Here we go.
Did you hate when headphones are just ripped out of your ear? Like,
Oh my
you're
god,
having a good
nothing
day?
makes you. You know what? I can't think of anything that makes me more upset than when my headphones get ripped out of my ear.
Ripped
I go
out.
from 0 to 100 and I want to fight. I'm like,
Bob,
Same.
you
Right?
always
You're
want
walking,
to fight.
you're having a good day, you're listening, all of a sudden just out of your ear.
Also, it doesn't take much to get Bob to that level. That's just so we're all clear,
that,
girl.
it's not. I am not an angry person.
Bob, I was.
Why are you trying to
remember
spin this
when you
narrative that I am
you got
mean and
angry?
angry?
at your home and you ripped your wig off of your head and you pull up the crunchiest one on your shelf. You're like, all right, let's go.
Yes, I have gotten angry
one time
over the course of my life, but I'm not an angry person.
One time I was eating yogurt and Bob asked for some and I said no and he physically struck me. And weeks later, when I woke up, my yogurt was gone.
You guys are ridiculous.
Okay, go ahead,
All right.
mother.
All right, here we go. Guess who back in the house? Heels click clacking about. Fine, fresh, feminine style to 11. I'm divine, so a heavenly gentleman sweating this down across the board, no doubt. Body like wow, pussy about to end this drought. Titty so plentiful, fish queen. Jezebel should be criminal. Don't make sense for a bitch to be this in doubt. Rock to the ground. What's that sound? Watch me drop into the ground. Drop to the floor. Wait for the 4. Add up the 10 to get the score. I've been that bitch. Yes, I love that drummer. Fishy, feminine, up and comer. From the Clintons to the Obamas, I keep sitting tight, and they call me mother. Also, by the way, Monet,
you messed up something. You messed up something. Mitch said you messed up something, bitch. You messed up something.
Also, Monet, you messed me up too, but I didn't say that.
No, you did not. Well, bitch, you should have, because I'm sure I'll let you know. You messed up, so you lost. I won.
Wait, well, I mean, that was the easy song, so let's do a little bit of a harder one this time.
Perfect.
So the score is 1-0.
So, Mateo, you pick a song.
Also, Monet messed up the last song.
Well, you should have said something, bitch.
All right, Mariah Carey's Heartbreaker.
Oh my god. Heartbreaker, you got the
That's the
best
chorus.
of me.
No, the verse.
Oh, Monet, you don't know it. Monet, there's no way you can sing the song. From the beginning, go. Without looking up the lyrics, go.
You treated me kind.
With your moves so good.
I don't know Heartbreaker at all.
I don't wanna let go.
Let go.
I don't know.
Alright.
Should we
Oh,
stick
man,
to Drag Race songs or RuPaul songs?
Well, can we have Mateo do the Living Single theme song?
I don't know. I never watched Living Single. I could do the
If you
Pokemon
pick-
theme song.
If you pick Drag Race songs, I'll probably know them.
What about Do You Know the Words to Yet Another Dig by Alaska Thunderfuck?
You're trying to be so cute. You're trying so hard to be cute.
Yet another dig, yet another
Well,
wave.
then
I listen to it all the time.
Mateo doesn't know your song, girl!
Wait, how does the first part go? I know it.
Bob's verse.
Yet another. It's yet an. I don't know. I listen to it all the time at the gym.
The lyrics are yet another dig, I'm in yet another gig. I'm gluing down my lace front, yet another wig. Collecting coins, getting yet another big paycheck. Who's next? Tell me who's on deck. You sipping on that haterade, yet another swig. Frying on some bacon, bitch, yet another pig. I'm a redwood and you're yet another twig. All Stars 2 was yet another red.
Okay, we get it. But
Yet
we
another
cannot
dig, yet another-
do the other words to Nicki Minaj's Pound the Alarm. And can you do the fake jump split?
Let's see. Actually, let's see if I know the words to Nicki Minaj's Pound the Alarm. I might not. Here we go. Yo, what I gotta do to these girls that I own them? Some call me Nikki and some call me Roman. Skeezer, please, I'm in Ibiza. Just see if it's not on my own sneaker. Sexy, flexy, that's all I do.
Wait,
If
time
you
out.
need a bad
Whoop
bitch, let me call a few. Do you want me to do the song or not?
Well, you messed up like 3 times already, so I was like, I want to get you
I
back on
also
track.
said
All
I
right.
might
Do you
not
guys know
song.
the theme song to Family Matters?
Yeah, whatever happened to the bit of E?
No,
See?
it's whatever happened to predictability.
Oh.
The milkman, the paperboy,
The hit
evening TV.
We miss you.
So
all.
that's a point for me. Monet's
Wait,
done.
that was Full House we were singing.
No, that was a. And time no.
No, it's not matter.
Oh.
Full House was everywhere you go, everywhere you look.
It's like the same thing, it feels like.
That's
They were
yeah,
probably-
no, yeah. Everywhere you go, yeah. That's your smile.
There was probably one guy who wrote all the fucking
Oh,
songs back
step
then.
by step,
Right.
day
Do
by
y'all
day.
know? Do y'all know the whole scandal that because Living Single came out first, and then Friends came out, and then there's this whole like True Hollywood story about how Friends they just took the Living Single theme and made it a white version,
Oh,
and people
really?
liked Friends was like critically acclaimed, and Living Single was like
Is Friends?
Well, those are the same songs.
what?
You mean the song? The song?
Not the songs, the shows.
Oh. And Living Single was all ladies.
No, it's not. There's
Most
two guys.
Queen Latifah.
Do you guys know the Golden Girls?
That was
theme song?
Khadijah.
I've never seen this Golden Girls.
Do I know?
I know my Reddit series they were like, we do not stand anymore. We hate Monet Exchange. You've never seen the Golden Girls.
And you don't even know the song?
Thank you for being.
Oh, I do know that. Oh, yeah.
That is not the Golden Girls
back
song.
again.
Every time when I'm about to never hear, girl.
His heart is true.
yeah.
You're a pale and a confidant. If you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see
The biggest gift, the
would
biggest.
and the heart attack would say, thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Hallelujah.
We just lost three subscribers. All right.
We gained 600.
All right, we have to wrap it up. We barely talked about our topic.
It's
But this
all
is
right.
more enjoyable and
more
it's
enjoyable.
fun. Point of the story is I love Kathy Griffin. There.
Right. But now she was so scared about like losing her whole this and that and the other, but she just like sold out like Madison's or like in like a day.
She's
Carnegie
funny,
Hall.
she's killing
Carnegie
it.
Hall.
I love her.
Carnegie
She's
Hall.
inspiration. I love her.
Yeah, she's fine.
But also, Carnegie Hall is a lot smaller than Madison Square
Oh my God, Jesus, Bob,
It's prestigious, Bob.
you are so shady. That's still a great and a big accomplishment.
No. You were saying the difference between selling out Carnegie Hall and selling out
see her?
Madison Square Garden.
You see her?
Is a huge difference.
This is Bob 101.
This
This is Bob 101.
Oh, girl.
Look at your face, Bob. You
You just-
know what you're doing.
Guys, no,
Bob will make an argument out of nothing
but y'all,
and then
y'all
get
are shady because I literally do the entire Nicki Minaj song, but I forget to say a word. Monet like see. Meanwhile, Monet calls the wrong venue, and I'm like, Bob, that's
But
shady.
isn't that not Bob? Well, it's like, Madison Square Garden, because Madison Square Garden fits more seats. You see Carnegie Hall,
But there is a big difference between Madison Square Garden and Carnegie
This
Hall.
is
It's not
quintessential.
on
Bob.
top of
This is
each other.
quintessential Caldwell TV.
Bob.
Is 20,000.
Y'all are so ridiculous. Y'all are
Chris,
We're the
ridiculous.
ridiculous ones.
Christopher out of 10.
Yeah. Well, now we have to redo it. You can't. Now you reference. You have to cut that out and go back and do it again.
Okay, that's fine. Well, you're leaning over. You don't look like you want to be here. Can you please sit up straight?
Monet, I am not here for your shenanigans right now. Will you?
Does anyone want to hear
engage
Liza
in-
Minnelli?
We have to get this segue, Monet. Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, you do it now.
Well, I love chatting with our lovely potato.
But Mateo, where can we find you on the internet, baby?
Yes.
Find me on Instagram wearing absolutely no clothing and all of my drawings at Mateo Lane, MatteoLane.
Oh, and listen, if you like funny hot guys to thirst trap your ass at 9:30 a.m. on any day of the week, follow Mateo Lane, girl, because you'll be thirst trapping.
And listen to my podcast, Inside the Closet.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
Monet's
I'm on
been
it.
on, and
Yeah.
Bob listens every day and still hasn't been on.
Y'all are so ridiculous. All right, I love you, Mateo.
love
Bye,
you,
girl.
Mateo.
Bye, I love you. Bye, I love you. Thanks for having me on.
Sibling Rivalry is proudly presented by the Only Productions.
We would like to thank our special guest, Mateo Lane, for his contributions, and for you, the listeners, for subscribing and commenting online.
And a big thank you to our lovely producer, Mitch Marino.
And just a real quick thank you to the whole shopping network for hawking my beautiful clothing. I miss my sister Lorna.
It has been lovely having you all on the podcast. All right, bye, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bob, what is this 2002 gesture? Ew.